guys, welcome back. This is Manmite, and today we are going to be checking out Gigguk's video about Fate. So I was asked to watch this video, and apparently it will give me an idea about all the Fate series. So yeah, I'm super excited. I haven't really watched any video of his. I know what type of videos he does, but never really watched anything. So yeah, I'm super excited to check it out. Let's go. Okay, the title of this video is Badly Explaining the Entire Fate series in 30 minutes. How is that even possible? Because there's just so much Fate. I guess that's why the title is Badly Explaining. Okay, interesting.
This video is sponsored by Honkai Impact 3rd. Gamers, gacha gamer.
Okay, I think sponsored stuff. Skip. Okay. Perfect. All right.
With that said, let's get on with the video. The Fate series is one of the most expansive franchises in all of anime. In between all the games, anime, manga, light novel, visual novels, spin-offs, it's probably one of the most daunting franchises for any newbie to try to get into. A little while ago, I made a joke skit called Trying to Understand the Fate franchise, based around how confusing the entire thing looked for an outsider looking in. And satire aside, it was based on many real-life conversations I've actually had with Fate fans trying to explain the franchise to newcomers. And every time that happens, I always hear, do you want the long version or do you want the short version? Because everyone asks for the short version, but even the short version for an outsider can seem like a convoluted mess of information. Thought you were going to give me the short version. This is the short version. But ever since I made that video, because no one...
I don't think I could explain anything to anybody, especially Fate. How would I explain it? Yeah, there is a Holy Grail War, and with this, if you win the Holy Grail War, then you will be granted a wish that can make anything come true. So, in order to attain that, to make any type of wish come true, a bunch of people, 7 people, and from different families and stuff, they all participate in the Holy Grail War, and to get the Holy Grail, they cannot do it by themselves. So they summon heroic spirits from any era, from any time in their existence. You can get them and make them fight for you, and they are called as servants. That's all. I cannot explain more than this. And I'll say that, yeah, it's really cool. It's very, very interesting. It's a lot of fun.
If I actually asked for it, I've always wondered to myself, what is the long version? The Fate franchise fascinates me. Originally created by Kinoko Nasu, what started as just a single eroge visual novel has turned into a multi-billion-dollar franchise with more media than any sane person can wrap their head around. I mean, just look at all this shit. Can you see how many there is?
Bro, come on. Are you kidding me?
There's at least...
I didn't know that there were these many.
5. So it can be easy to forget how and why people became fans in the first place, that many newcomers may even forget to ask, what is Fate even about? Don't worry, I got you. The basic premise revolves around a bunch of mages who can summon heroic spirits from Earth's real history or legends to do battle over the Holy Grail, a mythical wish-granting device in what is called the Holy Grail.
Yeah, he's explaining it better. Like I said, I just suck at explaining things. I cannot explain anything.
War. Basically, it's a bunch of mages spending all their V-Bucks to organize the ultimate Fortnite, Apex Legends, fucking Minecraft, Hunger Games, battle royale between all your favorite people from history and legend.
That is so cool.
The ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
Yes.
God, my audience isn't too young to understand that reference. And the Holy Grail War.
Wait, what did he say? Sorry.
Minecraft, Hunger Games, battle royale between all your favorite people from history and legend to create the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. God, I hope my audience isn't too young to understand that reference. And the Holy Grail War is just basically...
I do not understand, but... Okay.
Nasu going, Let's just cut the video
Also,
there.
what is that poster behind, bro? I've been wondering the entire time. I'm like, is that a girl? Are those thighs? Is that a person's thigh? And I'm like, oh yeah, now I see it. The skirt, and she's wearing stockings. That's right behind him in the video. Good Lord.
That's all you need to know about Fate. However, the background and lore of the entire Fate universe is unimaginably deeper than that. So much so that every single spin-off, anime, manga, novel, every single piece of Fate's media takes place in a coherent universe fitting somewhere on a grand timeline, which is also shared with Nasu's other works, creating this grand universe known only as the Nasuverse. So you know what I thought would be a good idea? What if I tried explaining the entire Fate timeline? Keyword being thought, implying it was me in the past tense. It was a shit idea. Explaining all the Fate lore and timeline in detail would take hours and hours. I mean, just look at some of these wiki pages. This isn't a wiki page, it's a fucking light novel. Saber lore. That time some slag at a pond threw a sword at me and I accidentally became the fucking king of England. So this is more like the long, short version. Or is it the short, long version? Or is it the
Wait, how long is the video? It's 31 minutes and he's already spent 4 minutes. He hasn't started explaining yet, so let's go.
It's an excuse to justify all the countless hours I've put into this hellhole. Obviously, there is going to be spoilers, but I'm going to try and keep it focused on the lore and universe and where every series fits in the timeline, rather than
there are
what
going to be
actually
some
happens
spoilers
in any individual series. So, hopefully it won't spoil your experience too much if you decide to walk into hell with us. So, with that said, let's start explaining all of Fate. It's not too late now, Garn. All we have to
He does not look happy.
do is just turn the camera off and delete the file and no one will ever have to know.
Hey, timeline in a nutshell. The biggest fucking nutshell you've ever seen. Okay.
You see that, Gigguk? That was Gigguk 3 months ago. I've been putting off filming this for 3 fucking months. Just kill me now.
3 months?
3 fucking months. This is my dissertation
Oh
all over
my
again.
God.
Hello and welcome to my TED Talk. To be introducing the Fate timeline, I'm going to be
This is my first time watching him and he's funny. Okay.
the most powerful servant in the history of the Fate timeline. Steve Handjobs. But before we get to the Fate timeline, there are a few core concepts we need to bang out first so everything makes sense. Firstly is Akasha. See, Fate exists in this grand world of magic and mages where you can summon heroic beings from the past.
I remember that word, Akasha. Someone had commented that in the very beginning. Okay.
and future, and all of this derives from Akasha. What is Akasha? See, Akasha is this metaphysical place that exists outside of time and dimensions, that is the source of all events and all...
I love the music in the background. Like, it reminds me of back when I was in school or college, they'd play some stupid music like that and some guest would come onto the stage and say shit. That's what it reminds me of.
The souls in all timelines, and I like using big words to make me sound smart. Basically, everything that's ever happened and everyone you know, you can thank Akasha for it. 2020 as a whole? Thanks, Akasha. The chat himself, Chug Jug's Fortnite remix. Thanks, Akasha.
Thank you.
The one time in class you thought you had a silent fart, but you ripped out a fat one and everyone heard it and stared at you, and your brain still reminds you about it every time you go about to sleep. Fuck you, Akasha. So instead of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff, this is more like wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, goopy galaxy, diddly dimension, rickety reality stuff. Where every timeline and every reality exists at the same time, meaning there are no spin-offs, every fate is canon, life is aligned, yes, that smutty dojin of Minamoto going ada auto is canon in some timeline. You can't prove me otherwise.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
Minamoto going ada on the auto is canon in some timeline. You can't prove me otherwise. Are you with me? Good. This is important because the end goal of every mage in the Fate universe is to find a way to reach the root of Akasha. But Gigguk, why do all mages want to find the root of Akasha? Well, I'm glad you asked, probably confused viewer. I really hope you're not confused right now. This is just the beginning.
I'm not.
Well, this would be a good time to talk about the magic.
I'm not confused only because I've already watched some part of Fate. Otherwise, I think any new person watching this video trying to get into Fate, I don't think anyone would understand what he's saying. Like, and he's also talking pretty fast, so I don't think anyone's going to understand.
System that exists in the Nasuverse, because as we all know, in this universe, mages exist and use magecraft, aka magic. Right? Wrong. Incorrect. Erroneous. Mistaken.
Okay.
I can't think of any more words off the top of my head. What are you, an idiot? Why would anyone assume that magic and magecraft are the same thing? Look
Yeah,
at this
they are
guy.
different.
Typical man.
They are different. Magecraft is like magic that is possible. Magic is like beyond the possibility of it happening, like world peace, like something that we do not know that could actually happen. I think that's what it is. Okay.
Can't tell the difference between magic and magecraft. No. You got magecraft, the weak sauce imitation butter. Ooh, I can't believe it's not magic. And then you got the Chad true magic. This is the top tier gourmet shit. This is the shit real mages want to use. The kind of shit Gordon Ramsay has to taste off and goes, finally, some good fucking magic. But this premium shit can only be achieved by mages who view Akasha. And once someone gets that magic, that path to Akasha is cut off, and then the magic can only be used by the direct
Is that Game of Thrones music in the background? Okay.
descendants of that original mage. Basically, no one has real magic, and they're trying to get to the root of Akasha so they can stop using the peasant dollar store magecraft shit. Oh man, what if the third magic was just the power to create fate porn? But what's stopping all mages from getting to this mythical place called Akasha? Well, you have this thing called the counterforce. This is kind of like a safety mechanism that stops the world from going extinct because the Earth is actually alive and has a will, and don't worry about that right now. And the counterforce itself is made up of two parts. The collective unconscious will of humanity itself to survive.
Why does Shiro look like that? What is that expression?
And the will of the planet itself, Gaia. Online. Why is this important? Because the counterforce has powerful defense mechanisms, like being able to summon heroic spirits from Earth's history in order to defend itself, which we call...
I cannot with this music, man, please.
...servants. Sound familiar?
I understood that reference.
So it'll intervene anyone trying to get to Akasha, aka the goopy galaxy timey-wimey place, and mages have to find a way around it. Are you with me? Are you with me? Good.
So far, yes.
Confused, may I introduce to you the phrase everyone in the Fate fandom holds in the highest esteem as the holiest words in our gospel. Don't worry about it. Why is the cast of Fate Stay Night sharing a nice wholesome meal instead of trying to brutally murder each other? Don't worry about it. How do reality bubbles work? Don't worry about
reality
it.
Bubble.
Is the moon. Don't worry about it. No, please don't worry about it. Please don't ask me what the moon is. I'm not gonna fucking talk about the moon. To recap, you have Akasha, the timey-wimey, goofy galaxy, galaxy place that every mage is trying to get to so they can use the top tier...
The root, okay.
Gourmet true magic. But the only thing stopping them is the counterforce, which they have to try and find a way around. Did you get all that?
Yes.
This is all the background information you need to know.
Got it.
Before we start the timeline.
Okay.
Jesus Christ,
I'm scared, man. I'm scared.
Originally I wanted to visualize the timeline physically by having things stuck against the wall, strung together.
You know what? So far, he's done a pretty good job trying to explain this. Because I could never.
With a string or something like that, like you see in that Always Sunny meme. But then I soon realized I don't have a wall big enough. So that's why I'm using the green screen. Definitely not because I want to rip off Nakey Jakey. Now starting right at the beginning, before any mages, before any servants, before any Holy Grail wars, you have the Age of God. So yeah, apparently right at the beginning of Fate lore, there was this period of time where gods roamed the earth with man, mythical creatures existed, and I shit you not, physics apparently just wasn't a thing. Yeah, apparently this thing called mystery governed the law of the world, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Don't worry about it. Like, I just imagine in my head some ancient humans trying to let go of an apple and physics tries to drop it and mystery's like, no. We do not do that here. And then the apple just flies off to fucking Narnia. But everything changed when the Sefer nation attacked. Or just Sefer. This next time period is called...
Who is that?
When the Sefer nation attacked. Or just Sefer. Narnia. But everything changed when the Sefer nation attacked. Or just Sefer.
Oh my god, why are her hands so big? What's that inside her hand? Like there's a cube inside everything. Okay.
This next time period is called Deterioration. This titan called Sephra invaded and destroyed most of the world and was only...
Bruh, I don't know. He's using some words that I cannot understand, so I'm gonna have to use subtitles, okay? Okay.
Deterioration. This titan called Sephra invaded and destroyed most of the world and was only beaten back by this mighty sword called Excalibur.
Excalibur! Okay.
The gods weaken a bit, mystery starts to wane, and physics is like, yo, is anyone gonna drop that apple? Which takes us to...
Okay. There's some part of it that I did not know about that Zephyr, the Titan, and all of that, okay?
Separation. So the gods are a little pissed that they can't go down to Earth anymore because they're so weak, so they make Gilgamesh, who's 2/3 god. Because gods don't...
He is God.
Give a shit about maths, apparently, with the intention of making him the keystone to connect the gods and the humans. Now, for anyone not familiar with the Fate verse, how can I explain Gilgamesh?
He's the best.
You know that one...
He's the cockiest man ever who ends up dying every fucking time because of how cocky he is.
Meme, is this some peasant joke? I'm too poor to...
I'm sorry, is this some sort of...
And, well, imagine if that meme was reincarnated as a person. That's Gilgamesh. So yeah, he decides to rebel and the gods were like, no. This guy doesn't want to take orders from us? No, come on, you're joshing us right now.
Look at him.
Come on, where are the hidden cameras? I'm on MTV Punk'd, aren't I? And so with that, the gods cannot interfere with humans anymore. And thus begins the Age of Man. From the year 0 AD, the human population explodes, magic and...
I'm just realizing there's a ton of stuff that I did not know, despite watching Fate Zero, Stay Night, 2 seasons, 3 movies, 1 OVA.
Magecraft is replaced with science, and most importantly, physics exists now, guys! Yeah! I was meant to buy a party popper, but I completely forgot to. Alan, can you,
that looks
edit
bad.
a party popper in this video, please?
Okay,
finally. That's right, screw your mystery. I have E equals MC squared. Okay.
Senku-chan!
Thank you. That's right, screw your mystery. I have E equals MC squared. Okay, remember right at the beginning of this video when I said the Fate franchise was about this thing called the Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Well, we can finally start talking about the Holy Grail.
Okay,
see, the Grail
good.
is touted as this omnipotent...
It's funny seeing him in the Grail. Imagine they do get the Grail and everything, and this is what comes out. Gigguk.
magical wish-granting device, and that's only partially true. See, around the 1800s, these epic magic gamer girls called the
Illya
family figured out a way to the root of Akasha, that place that gives you true epic gamer magic, by using the Holy Grail to summon 7 heroic spirits and then sacrifice them, and using that mana to summon an even greater Grail called the Greater Grail, which has access to the root of Akasha. But of course, all the various magic gamer girls and boys couldn't agree on who would actually get access to this magic.
The music.
So they decided to have a meeting to decide. One could even say that it was a magic. The Gathering. Or in Fate, we just call this the Holy Grail War, which finally leads us to the timelines to all the wars so far.
Holy Grail summoning in Fuki. First Holy Grail War.
I flunked world history and I'm about to recite the entire history of some fictional
Bro, you know what? I hate history. Like in social studies, like there's civics, geography, history. Yeah, I hate everything. I hate geography because I'm like geographically challenged. And then civics, I couldn't give a fuck about politics and shit. And then history, I'm like, why should I study about somebody who existed sometime long back? I don't give a fuck about them. And look at me now. I'm watching Fate. I'm like, oh, time to read about this super cool hero. Why didn't they teach history to us like this? Like in the form of anime? Then I would have actually paid attention.
Oh, that happened. Okay, so you got like the first Holy Grail War, which happened around the 1800s. This is when the three main mage families, the Einsburns, the Toesuckers, and the Matos, couldn't agree on who could get access to the Grail. So they were like, guys, we've got a bunch of servants lying about. Tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tour! This was hardly what you'd call an actual war, though, and more like a 3 a.m. brawl at the local mage pub, which ended because everyone got bored and time ran out. Then came the second Holy Grail War in the 1860s with the same parties involved, but this time...
So that's how it got over, because time ran out?
Everyone went a bit fucking mental because everyone died, nobody won, and future generations were like, wait a minute, do we need rules? What the fuck is a Geneva Convention? Then came the third Holy Grail War in the 1930s, where the church gets involved because they're just like, are you
Why
using
not?
the term Holy Grail?
So they're holy,
God,
so they need to
like
enter.
that. And everyone's happy with that because they can enforce the rules. So the church is like, all right, gamers, I want a fair fight.
All right,
no going for the
gamers.
eyes, no kicking below the belt, and for God's sakes, no summoning any illegal servants. So then the eyes...
But then, what the fuck does Kire do? What rules? Nothing applies to them.
burn, summon an illegal servant. And so they get this
Illegal, damn. He looks really cool. I loved all the stuff on his body. Damn. Okay.
totally new servant called Angramayu, aka the Angry Man.
Angramayu. I was thinking angry mango. Okay.
Who's meant to be this super badass, ultra OP new
He looks so badass, but then he died like that.
servant that also wins them the war, except lol, JK is actually super weak and dies. And
Yeah,
is
he's a
literally so angry he
poor
gives the
little
girl food poisoning.
thing.
Then we got the fourth Holy Grail War, which is basically just the events of Fate Zero. I'm not going to spoil what happens in it. And
Good,
finally,
good.
we have the grand sugar daddy that birthed everything we're talking
Fate
about.
Stay Night.
The fifth Holy Grail War, aka the events of Fate Stay Night. Following Shiro fighting in it using the power of friendship and fucking, mana transfer. And this
That's basically what happens though. And then there was a solid explanation to that, right? That it's a visual novel and it started off as a erotic novel. Is that what you call it? That's how it started off, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Following Shiro fighting in it using the power of friendship and fucking, mana transfer. And this CG dragon still haunts my nightmares. What's important here is that this war has at least 3 different timelines because...
You know, I don't really mind CGI. I don't.
The original Fate Stay Night was a visual novel with 3 different routes. You got the Fate route.
Wait.
The original Fate Stay Night was a visual novel with 3 different
Fate Stay Night. Okay, Fate Stay Night. Unlimited Blade Works. And then, I guess that's Heaven's Field. Okay.
routes. You got the Fate route, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Field. Or, to put it more simply...
I haven't watched Fate Route, right? Fate Stay Night, the OG one. So far, my favorite one is Heaven's Field, amongst Stay Night route.
You got the Saber route, the Best Girl route, and the Sakura route with extra
I like
fucking,
Sakura.
mana transfer. But it doesn't stop there, because next we got Fate Hollow Ataraxia, which is kind of like a sequel to Fate Stay Night because it takes
like the
place
name
6 months after
Ataraxia.
the events that happened in there. So you may be wondering which one of the 3 routes it follows, and the answer is...
All of them, huh?
yes. So one of the main girls from Fate Stay Night, Rin, is doing some magic experiments, and she does a little bit of an oopsie, and completely fucks up the space-time continuum, merging all parallel universes together. And I know what you're thinking.
Oh my,
This doesn't
what the fuck? What? Is this all? Is all of this even possible? Does she do all of this?
space-time continuum, merging all parallel universes together. And I know what you're thinking. This doesn't sound like a little oopsie. This sounds a bit more like a big oopsie.
Big
But it's all
oopsie.
good.
It's a big oopsie daisy.
Because she looks great in thigh highs. So we're following this mage Rosette, who was dead off screen in the original Fate Stay Night, and she is now alive along with Angramayu, aka the Angry Mango. And they're stuck in a Groundhog Day type time loop, living the same 4 days over and over, and she has to find a way to escape without fading from existence because she was originally dead, and I guess people die if they don't exist. Since most of this takes place in a time loop,
Bro, all this while I was following him, and now because I haven't watched whatever he's talking about, it's hard to keep up.
This is basically just Fate ReZero edition, so you can essentially just call it.
I think I watched 2 or 3 episodes of ReZero. I was getting no views, okay? I was getting, like, I just started the channel. I was getting views on One Punch Man. It was taking off. On ReZero, I was getting 13, 14 likes. I'm like, yeah, I cannot continue this. Looks like no one is interested in watching no-name reactors' reactions. So I'm like, I stopped. So maybe in the future, I will start it again. I will restart ReZero. Can't wait. I really liked it personally. I found it so interesting. So yeah, I'm thinking about starting it again.
Fate Zero. Wait. And you know what? That's basically everything for the flagship.
Oh my god, I cannot believe he came up with this entire fucking chart and stuff.
Fate series. We did it, guys.
Nice.
That was pretty simple, right, guys? What are we missing?
Just these many
we
more.
are going to have to fill this timeline in with all the other Fate media out there. So let's do the time warp again. Oh my god.
How did he come up with this?
Let's start with Fate Apocrypha. So the Fate Apocrypha timeline is exactly identical to the original.
Yeah, I got some suggestions to what Fate Apocrypha. Okay, let's see what this is about.
Except when we get to the Third Holy Grail War, where the timeline was like, you know what? Nazis. Because of course it's the fucking Nazis. So the Nazis join the Third Holy Grail War, and instead of there being a winner, the Nazis steal the Greater Grail system. And so after that, a Transylvanian Nazi mage guy steals...
Oh, wow, look at him. Oh, this is the Shinji's ancestor, I guess, right?
From the Nazis again, and then I guess the Nazis go on to lose World War II as usual. Fast forward to the future, and somehow the entire world finds out about the Greater Grail system, and everyone and their dog tries to make a cheap imitation of it. And so because of this, the Transylvanian Nazi sorcerer guy vows to make the Holy Grail War great again. And so he makes...
makes Holy Grail War great again. MHGHA. Not Maga, okay.
The Great Holy Grail War. I shit you not, this is what it's called. And so now instead of 7 servants, you have 14 servants separated into 2 teams, red and black. That's right, it's a team deathmatch.
Oh my god.
Team deathmatch.
14.
And so we get a season of red versus black, Mordred is hot, and a stealth will make straight guys question their sexuality, and gay guys question their sexuality, and gay girls question their sexuality.
Oh my god.
And me question my life choices for spending $400 for a dick. That concludes the events of Hitler's Day Night. Next on the menu, we have today's menu for Emiya family. Did you see what I did there? This is, I think, just another alternate ending to the 5th Holy Grail War, where I guess nobody dies and they all just sit around cooking and playing volleyball and being happy, and this is canon, okay? They never explain
I was kind of sure that this is a spin-off series. It's not?
This takes place on the timeline, but I don't care. They're all happy. Akasha made it. It's canon. Like in my mind, this is the reality when someone just tried playing the Fate visual novel, but got bored 5 minutes after reading words and then just left and never came back. And then all these characters are just sitting around having a gay old time.
Illya. This must be nice to watch. Oh god, yeah. After everything that everyone here has been through, this must be a treat to watch.
Waiting for the Holy Grail War to start. This is what happened. This is the reality where Sea-Dog VA tried to play Fate. All right, so I'm just going to make a Fate Stay Night bubble, and then I'm going to put Fate Tiger Colosseum and Fake Unlimited codes in this bubble.
Fate Unlimited codes Tiger Colosseum.
Because they're just fighting games and they're already beating the shit out of each other in the series anyway, so I guess these are just the filler episodes we never got to see. Then we got Fate School Life, which is kind of like a slice of life spin-off in the Fate Stay Night universe that also has Ataraxia characters in it. So I guess it goes here.
It's not Ataraxia anymore, it's anorexia.
Tell how I'm sure I am right now. Lord El-Melloi's Case Files. This is basically just CSI.
I've been suggested to watch this as well.
That takes place after Fate Zero, but before Fate Stay Night, starring Fate Zero's Waver. Except Waver's gone from Daddy Step on Me to
Bro, when I saw him in Unlimited Blade Works, I did not even recognize him. Look at him. He looks like... account. But yeah, he looks so freaking cool and like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. He has that type of vibe. And we saw him before. Like, look at this.
Waver.
How do you go from this
Daddy step on me
to this? How am I supposed to recognize him?
Oh. Step on me, Daddy. All right. Now we get to the manly shit. Fate 2J Khaled, line of Prisma Illya, is a spin-off where Illya becomes a magical girl. And instead of summoning servants, the magical girls can use these magical cards to channel the power of a servant. And also there's a magical talking wand, don't worry about it. Before I properly got into the Fate franchise, I thought that this was just an unrelated spin-off.
What? I remember watching the openings of Prisma Illya, and I really, really liked it. And I was like, I want to watch. Kind of reminded me of Wings Club. And I watched Wings Club when I was a full-on adult, like when I was 21 or something. That's when I watched it. But this, I wasn't expecting this.
Nothing to do with the main universe, but no. Not only does this directly diverge from the main timeline, but it has two separate universes within its...
That is Rin.
Own universe. It's a fucking Illya multiverse. And the beginning of the Illya multiverse doesn't even have Illya in it. Oh God, I love you so much, Fate, but you just don't make things easy, do you? All right, I'm gonna try and do my best, so stick with me here. The first universe is the one detailed in the movie Oath Under Snow, following this girl called Miyu, which is why we call this the Miyu-verse, because her name is Miyu and she's the child of God, don't worry about it. She's taken in by Shiro, and then they have another Holy Grail War, but not the usual Holy Grail War, but the Ainsworth Holy Grail War. Can you guess why it's called the Ainsworth Holy Grail War? Because it was made by the Ainsworth. Shiro then sends Miyu to an alternate universe, which we call the Illya-verse, which is all sunshine and rainbows, where the fourth Holy Grail War didn't happen and Kiritsugu's Father of the Year. You got cute girls doing cute things, cute girls doing magical things, and cute girls doing each other. This is the universe...
What the fuck is this? The kids. Ew.
Cute girls doing magical things and cute girls doing each other.
That's disgusting. Sometimes I'm like, do I live in the same world as these people who make such stuff, make little girls do such things? It's a scary world out there.
This is the universe where season 1 and 2 of Prisma Illya happens, but then you have season 3, which jumps back into the Miyu-verse. And if you think that complicates the timeline, how about this little knowledge of nugget? So, in the original Fate Stay Night, Illya is 18. She's 18. She's older than...
I know. I'm like, yeah, and so in one of the comments, I'm like, oh, she's a little girl. And one of the comments was, she's 18. She's 18. She just doesn't look it.
Shiro. But
she's the elder sister.
She's the same age as when the timelines diverge, which theoretically should make her the same age as she was in Fate Stay Night. But she's not. And the series makes it very clear that she is under 18. So which is it, Fate? Which is it? I need to know. You know, I would say don't worry about it. But I'm pretty sure the FBI are going to do that for me. All right, moving the fuck on from this mess of a legal situation, you got Fate, also known as the Fate Extra universe. This splits off from the Third Holy Grail War in the Angry Mango timeline, where all the world's mana dries up because some kind of...
incident occurs. Wait.
In the Angry Mango timeline, where all the world's mana...
incident occurs causing all the world's mana to begin drying up.
Dries up because some kind of...
shit.
Event. So in the 2030s, all the mages turned into hackers and they tried to hack the moon because the moon has a supercomputer on it that was placed there by aliens that they found. And so inside this supercomputer moon, there exists this entire digital world. And so the supercomputer moon is hosting a virtual reality Holy Grail War because it's actually alive.
Okay.
I don't realize how ridiculous this sounds until I read it out loud. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying not to worry about it.
You can hack the moon, and it also has Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay.
Sakura looks extra. Oh my god, Rin. Oh. Kotomi no Kirei. Damn. Kotomi no Kirei is wearing his party shirt. I like it.
but not the original Rin, Sakura, and Kiro from the original Fate Stay Night. What are you?
They're party
stupid?
versions.
They're just characters who look, sound, and dress exactly the same, but they're different.
But they're different.
Are you worrying about it? Because I'm not. So
Don't
you got
worry
the Fate
about it.
Extra games, the Fate Extra Triple C games, and then you got the anime. Fate Extra Last Encore in its own separate timeline that
30,
takes
20,
place
80.
in the year 3000. And Rin's great-great-great-granddaughter.
It's
just fucking Rin. Fate Grand Order. Oh god, you're not gonna make me break down Fate Grand Order. Alright.
I'm gonna be watching it, okay.
We're truly in hell. So Fate Go is a mobile gacha game along some anime adaptations where the first Holy Grail War never happened, the world is fucked for some reason, and you have got to travel back in time to various points in history to fix the fucking timeline. And every different timeline you fix is called singularities. Basically, imagine Fate Back to the Future, except there are like 7 sequels, all with different diverging timelines, and you're not—
I haven't watched Back to the Future. Also, I need to watch this again. What is he saying? We need to go back in timeline, to the history and fix it. And I'm gonna be watching this
along some anime adaptations where the first Holy Grail War never happened.
I really do hope that I understand.
The world is fucked for some reason,
Okay.
and you have got to travel back in time to various points in history to fix the fucking timeline.
Okay.
And every different timeline you fix is called singularity.
Every timeline we fix is called singularity. I think this is going to be important.
Basically, imagine Fate Back to the Future, except there are like 7 sequels, all with different diverging timelines, and you're not trying to fuck your mum, you're just trying to fuck all the servants. All right, so for simplicity's sake, I think it would just be easier if I just draw out the Fate Go timeline. And then here in its own corner is just Fate Prototype, which is Kinoku Nasu's original concept for Fate, where King Arthur's actually
I watched this video. I watched it.
a guy?
Yeah.
Get out of here with your damn historical inaccuracies. So essentially, this is just a non-existent project because the only thing that exists is a 12-minute trailer that was made purely
It looked really cool. I liked it.
for fan service. Which is even more bizarre when you consider Fate Prototype Fragments of Sky Silver, which is the prequel to Fate Prototype. They made a prequel, a full light novel prequel to a
Something that doesn't
12-minute
even
commercial.
exist, yeah.
Like, do they really think Fate fans are that hungry for content? A Type Moon just sitting there being like, all right, Fate fans, open wide. Content. Give me anything. And then this prequel to a project that basically doesn't even exist has a...
This is the first time I'm coming across something like this. Like, yeah, I completely understand like what he's talking about. It doesn't even exist. It's a 12-minute video. That's it. It hasn't even they did not even expand on it. And there's a prequel to that.
Side story called Fate Labyrinth. A side story!
What?
This is why Tsukahime fans are on suicide watch. You can tell that line was written months ago because, yeah, where the fuck did this come from? And all this would be a completely alternate universe with no connection to the original universe, but I shit you not, one of the characters has a dream that connects this universe to the Fate Stay Night universe.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
My dream.
Bro, don't tell me this guy has watched all of this. How? Oh my god. Damn, there's a ton of stuff and he's making like an in-depth video about it, so I imagine he's already watched it.
All right, I think we're getting close to the end.
Okay.
Next is Fate Strange Fake. This is a light novel series
This
that
also I got suggestions, okay.
takes place after the Fifth Holy Grail War in America, where they do their own Holy Grail War with hookers and blackjack, written by the same guy who did Bakano. As a recording, we don't know if this follows on from the main flagship timeline or is part of an alternate universe, but what we do know is that there's a servant called Watcher, and it's literally just a fucking whale in the sky. I'm sorry, I must have missed the legend where a fucking flying whale saves Earth. Does Free Willy count as a legendary hero of history now? There's Fate-type Redline. It's Tokyo in the 1940s. The Nazis are at it again, but this time so are the Japanese military. It's the third Grail War with seemingly no other connections to any of the Grails, and it's a manga drawn by the Demon Slayer mangaka. We got Fate Requiem. Not a lot about this is known right now because it's not been officially translated, but what we do know is that it's set in the future after some kind of Holy Grail War, and somehow everyone has their own Holy Grail. And also there's this new servant
Everyone
called
has their own Holy Grail.
Voyager, who I guess is the Voyager space probe, except I have no fucking clue how a space probe becomes a servant, let alone a blonde Shoutout boy, let alone a blonde Shoutout boy space probe servant. And don't tell me to worry about it, because I'm not. Can you see how much I'm not worrying about it? I am not worrying.
He looks stressed as fuck
About it. But seriously, how the fuck? And finally, in a bubble within its own bubble, within its own fucking dimension, is Carnival Phantasm.
I got suggestions for this as well.
Characters and other characters from Nasu's other works are just hanging out, I guess. Doesn't make any sense. I have no idea where this fits on the timeline. I think this is just a bubble reality where Akasha got fucking drunk. And that's it. That is the long version.
Okay. Not bad.
Oh, but Gigguk, what about the rest?
Honestly, hats off to him, like, for coming up with this entire thing, trying to put things in a timeline, doing so much research. No wonder, like, he's been putting it off for 3 months or something, right? Wow.
The Nasuverse, you gonna do that as well?
I think you did great.
How about no? Originally, this was meant to be a grand video where I talked about all the funny and ridiculous things I found out about Fate lore as a whole. But when I started it, I kind of realized I'm gonna need 20 minutes just to explain the fucking timeline. So you know what? This may just be the first part in a multi-series lecture from hell. Because the worst thing about Fate is that after going through all the timelines, after connecting all the lore, after spending far too many hours consuming Fate's media and reading pages upon pages of wiki articles, it kind of makes sense. Oh God, this chart actually makes sense to me.
Yeah,
the entire timeline
it's a very, very well-researched chart with the proper timeline, good connecting dots. Everything makes sense.
It's actually the simplest part of Fate lore. Fate is just an all-encompassing hole that just gets darker and gloomier the deeper you go down. People wonder what's at the bottom of the abyss in Made in Abyss. It's just the fucking entrance to the Fate hole. You want the real short version Fate newcomers? You watch either of these two, and then watch this, and then watch whatever.
I did that. I did that.
Whatever the fuck you want. Or
I am doing that.
You know what? Fuck all this. Start with the spin-off series. Start with lesbian lollies kissing. Start
I don't
with
want to
Fate
watch that.
MasterChef. Fuck. Start with the doujinshis for all I care. Just ignore all the shit
What the fuck was that poster?
Start with Fate MasterChef. Fuck. Start with the doujinshis.
This. The girl with the blue hair.
She's for all I care. Just ignore all the shitstorm going on in the comment section right now. The reality is, it doesn't really matter where you start. As long as it looks interesting to you, then go for it. The problem is, there's so many people who are obsessed with optimizing the perfect read and watch order that they forget that if you enjoy the experience and it gets you into Fate, then who the fuck cares what order you watch it in?
Exactly. It doesn't matter. You're supposed to have fun with what you watch. We should not make it like it's some exam and needs to be studied in a particular order. Just have fun. Watch it. Enjoy the story. That's it.
Look, memes aside, the Fate lore may be a convoluted mess to unravel, but it is an awesome franchise.
Yes.
It's a series that can have amazing
That
fights
we
with
can all agree upon. Yes, it is amazing. I love Fate. I love Fate.
The walls action and magical moments that cut deep into your
amazing
heart.
Animation, amazing
Thomas
story.
Edison shows up as a lion. Because if you've reached the end of this video knowing nothing about Fate and
does that actually happen? Thomas Edison, who invented bulb, comes what? He gets summoned? I hope that's not true.
This is the video that's convinced you to give it a try. What the fuck is wrong with you? This got you interested in...
If I watched this video before I could actually start watching Fate, I don't think I would have started watching Fate. Now, this is like a video to make sure you do not watch Fate.
Fate? Oh God, why didn't you just listen to me the first time and go with the short version? You know what? Fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing Fate anymore. I'm literally gonna go crazy.
He did a
You
great
know
job.
what? I lied. This isn't even the long version. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again to Honkai Impact for sponsoring me today.
Okay, so I guess we're done. Okay. Damn, I'm just realizing just how much Fate content is there. Yeah, after watching this, I'm kind of scared now. I'm like, damn, I started this and now there's this just so much content. What am I gonna do? Of course, I can't watch everything, you know. But yeah, Fate Granddaughter, I'm gonna start. I hope it's not too confusing. And I really enjoyed this video. And yeah, he did a great job trying to explain everything. But this video kind of seems like a video that no newcomer should watch to understand what Fate is about, because they're never gonna start it. So if you do not want a person to watch Fate, then you show this video. Not if they want to get into it. Then do not show them this video. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm watching this video after watching like 3 Fate series. And yeah, it must have taken him so much time to like prepare the script for this, come up with the entire timeline, deciding like the order for the video, like how to start it, where to even start from, and then like also making it funny with the green screen, with the editing, and yeah, everything. Like, amazing video. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for such YouTubers because it's not easy, you know, doing so much research and just coming up with all of this. Not easy. It was a well researched video. I had a lot of fun watching it, and I hope you guys enjoy watching my reaction to this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Can't wait to start Fate Granddaughter. I will see you on my next video. Bye.